In a similar manner, we can have min option also, where from the defined array given by height and width, it will actually give you the minimum value. So let me just start with the simple option of 2 by 2. And then I say, oh, I didn't write the option. That's okay. I can write on the bar also. So I go here. I hope you guys are practicing and we're not getting stuck anywhere as of now. Luckily, so we have this and we have this. So sometimes, what happens when you work more, even technology gives up. And that is where sometimes, we get those errors that we can't explain that from where these errors are coming up. You will see that, when we start working more with the errors, you'll be surprised to know that everything is right, but still we are having the errors in the sheet. But that's okay, as long as we get the solution, we shouldn't worry about that. So we have 23 as the answer. Let me go back and see how we got this. So A1, go down by 2 and turn on the right by 2. So starting from, I actually gave the same array. So starting from 23, cover this range of this particular array, having four values, 23, 24, 33, and 34. Now in this particular array, since 23 is the minimum value, it will return you that. Let me give one more example. क्योंकि ये इम्पॉर्टेंट है वी आर डूइंग इट a bit detail और एक इसमें और टॉपिक है जो I won't be doing today. I would will be doing in the other class. So let me take B1 now. So I say yes, we do have. So let's take 2 comma 2 because and then let's take 1 comma 1. Oh, it's not still complete. I have to actually define the range. So I say this time minimum bracket and then I close the bracket and I get 33 as the answer. So I hope by now you can easily track down how we are getting these answers, whatever function we are using along with the offset. So please remember one thing more, height and width are optional, and when you're trying to just retrieve or fetch only one value from the range, that means when we give height and width as 1 comma 1, it will give you the value. But the moment you try to increase the height and width, the Excel will expect you to use some function along with this, because only then the option of giving more height and more width is more relevant. Otherwise this will give you the error. Let's do for average as well. So we say average, it will give you the same answer, same processing is there. So I say average, and in the average I write offset bracket. I say A1, say 1 comma 1, and then I say 2 comma 2, and then I say close the bracket, and we will get 17.5 as the answer. So let me just see what we got. So starting from this 12, it has given me the average of these four numbers. So I will highlight that with some other color so that you can make out. So let me just find out uh, the values. So I say I can do that through that also. Let me do it through this way. Okay, so we have 12, 13 plus 22, 23, whole divided by 4, and we get the same answer as we're getting average over here. So that is, you should always check what result you're getting. That is nothing but you are validating your own result, because sometime, the result you may get, as you remember when we were doing V lookup and H lookup, result were being shown, but we have to be very sure about the result that we are getting, whether it is right and wrong. So it could have given me any other number, especially if we have mentioned some other row. So we must verify the number result that we are getting by cross verification. So that is how you can actually verify, by summing up the numbers, by calculating the average, and by counting the numbers, or by seeing the max and the min value from the given range. All right, एक बार और कर लेते हैं. So we have average, so that we don't have any scope for the error. So we have this. I'm actually waiting for the errors to come so that we can increase our list of errors. And just in case if they come, we can get to know another solution for this. So my approach is always that, because I actually tend to go for the multiple options. So I further say offset, and then I say this time let me take C4, and let me give -1 as the -2, let's say -2 as the height and the width. So let me just check. Oh, I didn't give that. So minus. C4 is this, I hope. Yes, there is scope, and this also. So, okay. Then I say minus. ज़्यादा करेंगे तो ज़्यादा नीचे चला जाएगा. So starting, I say 1 comma 1, 1 comma 2. I didn't press the last bracket, so it has given me 7 as the answer. So if you see, starting from C4, go up by 2 points and turn left by 2 points, that is 2. And starting from this value, the range that we have defined for the array is 1 and 2, right? So this will be actually only one row and these two particular columns. So definitely 12 plus 2 is 14, 14 by 2 is 7. So we got right as the answer, right? So that is how you should always cross verify the result that you're getting of any function. And as a programmer, that is what we are taught, because whenever you're writing any software program for any particular problem, that is what we do in testing. So before passing on our program to any client, we test and we validate by giving these different input values, and that is from where this habit has come. So when you validate your program by multiple input values, you're very assured that the software that you've made is very right, and there is no scope of any error which may crop up any time when the client will be using your software program. All right, so I hope I'm pretty clear today with the offset function, with the different combinations of the rows and the columns and the height and the width. So I'll go further with this because I plan to cover a lot today. So am I clear so far? I believe. You have any doubt when you try